First of all, before I showcase what I'm about to showcase here, this does not happen every day. This does not happen every week. In fact, if you're lucky to find this kind of stuff, what I'm about to show you once a week, then you don't need to touch the screen any other time than that one time right there. So, first of all, we're going to talk about A plus setups and we're going to talk about lesser setups, A minus B plus setups. Okay. First of all, first things first, framework, 5-minute framework. We have this low, high, lower, low. So there is a 5-minute, we're going to call it what it is, a 5-minute bullish breaker right here. Inside of it, we have some liquidity. That could be a draw on price. So now that we know that's there, looking at our 5-minute, we want to wait for 10 o'clock. So now that we have 10 o'clock, we can start to monitor all of our other framework that we have as far as gaps. And we do have this situation over here, which is a high, low, higher high, barely. So it is also currently trading inside of a bearish breaker within that framework. So we could be really wanting to push down here with this. So let's see what it does when we come down into here. Excuse me. Okay, now the price is coming down into it and closed. This, what I'm about to showcase, is a let's call this what it is first, 5-minute BISI. 5-minute BISI, okay. Now let's go down to 1 minute. And now that we have that close, where we wick down into it and we closed above it, we want to wait and watch if we see if we get a 1 minute inversion for value gap. So we've gone below sell side liquidity here. This is liquidity. We've gone into liquidity, we have an inversion for value gap, and we have a 5-minute BISI. So this could be a long for buy side liquidity up here or here. Why here? Because it would be really tough to get up here above these highs because we have this 1 minute bearish breaker right here. And these are sitting right inside of it, which makes that liquidity. Okay, so now price trades down once more. Kind of dancing around this area here. Boom, there we go. We can be long inside of that. Stop loss down here, TP up here above these. This is not an A plus, so we're not really looking for the moon. We are just looking to take it from A to B. That's it. See if we're able to get that. Boom. Okay, now that we're up here in this area, two things can happen. We reverse or we continue. So we're in buy side liquidity inside this 1 minute bearish breaker. Okay, now this is turning into a plus setup or an A. We're going to call it an A because it is 1 minute. Although 1 minute does work out beautifully, so we're going to call it A plus because it is what it is. The A plus is this right here, is the breaker, liquidity, and then the inversion for value gap. So everything so far is lining up to make this an A plus trade. If we get this close below this inversion for value gap, this is an A plus trade. There we go. Okay, now we can be short here or 50%. We're just going to take it short here. Set that stop up there above that. And as far as the TP goes, we're going to be looking to take out this liquidity down here. This is an A plus trade, so we're going to be looking for more. See if we can get tagged in on the next candle. We do. 50% gets traded to too as well. That's beautiful. See if we can get some lower prices happening here. All right, we're starting to push down. We're going to watch 5-minute chart. Step away from the 1 minute. And now for the 5-minute, we have this 1 minute setup up here is an A plus trade, but we can add more into this position because we have a 5-minute inversion for value gap right here. So if we close below that, we're still in this short up here, but if we're able to close below this, we can be short of 50% from this high to whatever low we get there. There we go, bang. That's beautiful. So let's grab this, monitor 50%, and we're going to be short that. Stop loss up here in the upper, just put them both there, upper half of the last 10% of this range, first 10% rather. So we get this guy here. We're tagged in short on 2 now. So we're aiming for this liquidity. So now, stop loss to break even. If price comes back up here and knocks us out, then it knocks us out. Break even trade is better than losing money every time. All right, trades into it, and that puts us up on the day $1,100 from 2 micros. Oh, sorry, 3 technically, because we caught this long here into this buy side liquidity, which is the 1 minute breaker in liquidity. And we confirmed out of there. We took a short on the 1 minute and then the 5 to confirm this 5 minute breaker here. And then why is this an A plus for the 5 minute whenever it comes back, when it closes below here? Because we were just trading up here in this 5 minute bearish breaker here. Makes sense? That's what I'm saying. Like, this type of stuff does not happen every day, man. But when it does, holy cow. So there's our short down into that. Now we're in this 5 minute breaker in liquidity, and we can just close above an inversion fair value gap. That is another A plus trade. So we have an A plus trade on the 1 minute, A plus trade on the 5 minute, into a reversal of an A plus trade. Now let's see if this one plays out. So we have this gap here, and I really, really do like 50% with my trades just because it does give me the better entry, but sometimes they won't get tagged in, and that's just how it goes. Okay, so with that, our 50% is moved up here. Stop loss is going to be down here in the lower 10%, 5% rather. And see if we're able to get tagged in. We do. Stop loss is set. And now for this one, we can look up here and we can say, okay, we have this 1 minute breaker here. And we also have this breaker here where they both kind of overlap a little bit. So we don't need to require anything too crazy as far as coming up and above these highs. But we do have this liquidity right here sitting just below that 1 minute bearish breaker. See that? I saw the liquidity there. This is on the 5 minute chart, sitting just below a 1 minute breaker. So that's going to be our TP in this situation. Let's see if we're able to get tagged in. And once we're up a certain amount, it's always good to go. Break even. Okay, target hit. So that would be on the day. Something like this can get you a $1,500 day. A plus, A plus, A plus. There's only one that was not A plus was this one right here, which is a Playbook Model 2 for me because it's an inline gap trade. Inline gap, 1 minute confirmation, liquidity, and just beautiful, beautiful.